Hi everyone, it's Carnage6 back again with another Terminator review, and this time I've got the NECA Series 2 Terminator 2 figures. In this series we've got the Battle Damage Endoskeleton, the Final Battle T800, and the Cyberdyne Showdown T800. Now that's the one that I'm most excited about to get in this series, but I'm sure you'll have your own favorite. So let's take them out and see what we've got. Okay, first off we have the Battle Damaged Endoskeleton. I really like this figure, however, it's pretty much the same thing as the first series, and it's pretty much the same as the Cult Classics one, so if you have this, same figure, pretty much. It's got a couple of black splotches on it to make it look like battle damage, but it looks kind of lame. The reason why I got it is for this weapon. However, my one big problem is that this weapon came out of the box busted. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show it to you, but on the right hand there's supposed to be a handle there for him to hold it. I'm kind of having him just like prop it up. Basically the only reason I got this figure again was for this new weapon, the Terminator 3 Gatling gun thing, and it's broken. It came out of the box broken. Like, it's not even broken, the handle is missing. And I know it's supposed to have a handle on it because I checked other people's YouTube videos and it has the handle. So mine came from the box incomplete. Now I have tried to contact NECA before because I've heard of people being able to order or get replacement parts if their figures have been damaged, but I've never gotten a response. So yeah, thanks NECA. Kind of messed up the whole only one reason why I bought this figure. Not too impressed. I mean, the figure itself is great, right? So if you don't have this figure and you get one that you're sure has a handle on his gun, then it would be a fantastic figure. But if you're like me, you already have a couple of these endoskeletons and you just want it for the weapon, and it turns out the weapon that came with it is not even complete, it kind of pisses you off. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay, next we have the Cyberdyne Showdown T800, and this is a really awesome figure. Pretty much like the other Arnold figures in Series 1 that I reviewed a while back. And yeah, this one comes with a Gatling gun, which I will show you in a minute. And the great thing is that this one has a handle on it, unlike my endoskeleton. Anyway, let me show you the articulation on it. Okay, so here we are. And not only do you get the Gatling gun, you get an extra weapon. The shotgun, sawed-off shotgun. And again, it's pretty much the same as the other NECA Arnold figures from Series 1. And again, the likeness is really amazing. Anyway, you have a ball joint in the neck, so the head can move all sorts of ways. Ball joint in the arm, both arms, if I can get that. It's really hard to show, it's stiff, but trust me, it's there. There's joint in the elbow. Swivel that all around whatever way you want. And look, it appears that there's ball joints in the arms too, which will come in handy for posing them with the Gatling gun. Anyway, this thing keeps falling off. Like I said, you can take this off and have them as another weapon, an alternate weapon. Now, as before, the thing that's different about this series is that there doesn't seem to be any articulation at the top here, only at the bottom, and not this side either, just this side. I think, I'm going to have to go back to my original review, I think it's a step down from the Series 1 figures. So I'm going to have to check that. And again, these are rubber, this is rubber. He does have waist articulation, he does have boot articulation. But just from the limited amount that I've had with them, it's very hard to get them to pose correctly because of the limited joints. And again, I think that they drop the number of joints in this series. Anyway, let's see if I can pose them with the Gatling gun, which is the main reason I bought him, and the main reason he's my favorite. Okay, now this is more like it. He actually does have a handle on his gun, and it does work. And the arm articulation definitely helps with you posing. But I gotta say, the leg articulation sucks. It is really hard for me to get this guy to stand. That's why I had to put him on a book for this thing. you're gonna have to get like a stand or something to keep him standing on your shelf, or he's gonna continually topple over. The articulation on the legs is so bad. It's just hard to keep him standing. I mean, this is just my figure. Maybe your figure will be different, but awesome. He's got the Gatling gun, which is attached to sort of the bullets coming out of it, and the bullets are also attached to a backpack, which goes on his shoulder. Anyway, let me show you him in a bit more detail. Okay, and here he is in a bit more detail. That's pretty awesome. Even with the shortcomings, he still looks pretty good. As I said, this was originally my favorite figure, but I did save the other one for last, which actually kind of surprised me because I actually ended up liking him just as much as this figure. Okay, and finally we come to the final battle T800. And again, when I first saw this series, I wasn't as much interested in this one as I was the Cyberdyne Showdown, but I actually ended up liking this one a lot better. I mean, for some reason, first of all, he stands better than the Cyberdyne Showdown. I don't know what it is about the legs on that guy, but the Cyberdyne Showdown T800 would not stand. This one, he stands just fine. I don't really like the sort of endoskeleton arm coming out at the end. Just not that it doesn't look good. It looks good. It just, I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in here. It seems to me, I mean, like I said, it looks amazing. If it'll focus, it looks amazing, but I don't know, I just would worry about that thing breaking off really easily. Looks very fragile. And as you can see, the likeness is pretty, again, amazing. But I know what you're thinking. Carnage, why does his face look like that? In the final battle, it didn't look like that. Well, that's why you get this alternate head. I mean, this is pretty awesome. Not only do you get the figure and you get a weapon, but you also get two ways of displaying them just by changing the head. With McFarlane's Terminator 3 figures, we had to buy two separate figures to get two different Arnold looks. One a more clean look and one a more bloody, disgusting look. This one, you get both. You can display them either way you want. So, I mean, that's a big plus in my book. That's why I kind of ended up liking this one much better, even though in the beginning I didn't think I was going to like him as much. Yep, that's pretty cool. Okay, so final thoughts. Again, just as with the first series, I'm really impressed with this series. The sculpting is amazing. I'm glad we got more Arnold figures in different poses. Like I said, the Cyberdyne Showdown is kind of my favorite pose of Arnold's in the whole movie. So I was glad to get that. I was happily surprised by the final battle T800. And I was very disappointed in the Endoskeleton because I got a bum gun. So, yeah, and I ordered this online so I couldn't see if the handle was there to begin with, just in case you're wondering. All I have to tell you is that when you pick out yours, make sure, you know, the quality control is there in yours. There's no parts missing or no pieces missing. But all in all, I say go out, buy these figures. If you're a Terminator fan, you have to do it. These are just amazing likenesses. I said before that the Terminator 3, I like the likeness a little bit better of Arnold. I'm still about that, but these have definitely grown on me. I definitely say they're about equal in terms of likeness. But I prefer these more because there's a little bit more articulation. Although it could have used some more to keep them standing. But all in all, these are great. I say perfect, almost perfect, 10 out of 10. If you're a Terminator fan, go out and buy these today. Anyway, I hope this review was informative. It helped you if you're deciding if you want to get them. And see you at the next review. Bye-bye.